Welcome to the deep dive. You guys sent in some fascinating stuff on Hindu mythology,
Oh, yeah.
specifically focusing on Brahma's lifespan and how creation goes down,
Right.
as described in the Vishnu Purana.
Yeah.
So
Buckle up.
get ready, we're about to take a deep dive.
Yeah, a deep dive into this rich and complex world.
It's going to be wild.
It really is.
These concepts of cosmic time and creation,
Oh, yeah.
they're like fundamental to Hindu cosmology.
Absolutely. It's not just like a story or anything.
Right.
It's like a whole framework for
Here's how everything works.
yeah, existence itself.
So we've got an excerpt from Book 2 of the Vishnu Purana.
Okay.
It's an audio version,
Cool.
and our mission is to kind of explore
I love it.
these crazy concepts of time and
Right.
creation.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to be looking at the steps that Brahma takes
It's a process.
to create
Oh.
everything.
And I think what you're going to find is that
Yeah.
this journey is going to
Blow our minds.
totally challenge your perception of reality.
Yeah. Hold
Like,
on.
what is real?
Okay, so the text compares Brahma's powers of creation to the inherent heat of fire.
Makes sense.
So they're both seen as these natural
Of course.
fundamental forces.
Yeah, just how things are.
But then they hit us with this breakdown of Brahma's lifespan.
It's a doozy.
And it's not like normal years and decades.
Oh, no.
Is it?
The Vishnu Purana describes his life as 100 years.
100 years.
But hold on.
Oh, yeah.
These are divine years.
Okay, so we're talking
We're talking big time.
a whole different scale.
And each one of these years
Okay.
is made up of two 50-year cycles
15-year cycles.
called paradas.
Paradas.
And get this,
Okay.
each day for Brahma
Whoa. Hold on a day.
is equal to 1,000 chaturayugas.
Yugas.
Yeah.
Okay, so trying to wrap my head around
It's a lot to take in.
these yugas.
Yeah,
Can you
that-
break down like the differences
Yeah.
between them?
And why they matter.
So you know about the yugas in Hinduism,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
like the Satya Yuga, the
Yuga.
Treta Yuga, the
Yeah.
Dvapara,
Right.
Kali Yuga.
Yeah,
They represent this like decline
Yeah.
in virtue and spiritual awareness.
got it.
So each yuga has a specific duration,
Okay.
and it's measured in divine years.
Divine years, right?
Now, a Shatur Yuga,
Okay.
that's just a cycle
Go
of all four yugas.
together.
Yeah, like a cosmic clock
Oh, wow.
ticking away.
That's a cool image.
Right.
Okay, so this time scale is huge.
It is?
Is there any way to put this in, like, human years?
Let's see.
Something I can actually understand.
Okay, so the text actually gives us calculations.
Really?
Yeah, so get ready for this one.
Okay.
One manvantara,
Okay.
which is like this period
Yeah.
within Brahma's day,
Okay.
lasts 852 of these divine years.
552.
And that translates to about
Okay.
306,720,000 human years.
306 million years.
Yeah.
For just one manvantara. One manvantara.
Brahma's got all the time in the world.
Doesn't he?
This is blowing my mind.
Totally challenges our perception of time, right?
Yeah, completely.
It reminds us that there are these grand cycles
Yeah.
in the universe that work on a scale
Yeah.
way beyond our everyday experience.
Right, and that's just a fraction of Brahma's day.
Exactly.
And each day ends with what's called a Naimittika Pralaya,
right.
which is a partial dissolution of the three worlds,
Yeah.
consumed by fire.
It's intense.
Naimittika Pralaya.
Where everything,
Everyone,
even the gods,
they perish.
it seems a little harsh, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
But it's important to remember,
Yeah,
we're not talking about like
Right.
a vengeful deity.
right.
It's not like the
Yeah.
Naimittika Pralaya represents
Okay.
a necessary stage.
Right.
It's a return to a state of pure potentiality.
Like a reset.
Yeah, a cosmic reset
Okay.
before the next cycle begins.
Like a cosmic exhale after a long creative inhale. So Brahma rests for a night that's equal in length to his day.
Makes sense.
He's chilling on Shesha.
Oh, yeah, the cosmic serpent.
And then he starts creation all over again.
That's the cycle.
But the point is, even Brahma's crazy long lifespan,
Right.
it's finite.
It is.
And it goes through these cycles
Totally.
of creation and destruction.
Yeah, even Brahma, the creator god,
Wow.
he's not immune to existence.
Wow.
It's woven into reality.
So let's zoom in
Okay.
on the creation narrative itself.
Yeah.
So Brahma wakes up after the previous Kalpa,
Which is
which is like a whole day and night for him.
a whole day and night.
Right. He wakes up
Uh-huh.
and the worlds are empty.
Yeah, it's like a blank slate.
And he's driven by the
Lopaguna.
quality of goodness.
Right,
Yeah.
and he starts creating.
But before we get into the steps,
Okay.
We got to understand this idea of the first cause.
Okay, first cause.
Yeah, the Vishnu Purana calls it
What's it called?
Narayana.
That's a cool name.
It's got this deep meaning.
What does it mean?
So Nara means water.
Water.
And that was the primal element.
Got it.
And then Ayana means resting place.
Oh.
So
right.
Narayana is like the one who rests upon the waters.
Oh, yeah. That's a great image.
Right.
Like the source of creation.
That's it.
It's like peace and potential.
Yeah.
Like stillness before the storm of creation.
And it all ties into what happens next.
What happens next?
So Brahma needs to raise the earth from these waters.
From the primal waters.
Exactly.
So what does he do?
He becomes a boar.
A boar.
Varaha.
Varaha the boar.
And this is a big deal.
Why?
Because the current kalpa, the current cycle is called Varaha kalpa.
So this boar is not just any boar.
Oh, no.
This is Brahma.
This is Brahma himself.
Diving in.
Yeah, diving into the cosmic waters.
That's incredible.
And there's this beautiful praise
that the earth offers to Varaha.
What does she say?
It's really poetic.
Really?
Yeah, it's like she gets.
She gets it.
Yeah, this deeper philosophical understanding of the supreme being.
So she recognizes that this isn't just a boar?
No.
This is like...
It's a manifestation of the divine.
Wow.
Like the power behind everything.
So can you paint the picture for me?
Let me see.
What's it look like?
So imagine you hear this roar.
Yeah.
This massive roar from Varaha.
Okay.
And water's just cascading from his tusks.
Oh, wow.
As he's lifting the earth.
Whoa.
Up from the depths.
Yeah.
And these ancient seers, the rishis, they're clinging to his hair.
Oh.
They're witnessing this incredible moment.
That's wild.
Right. It's cosmic rebirth.
Okay, so the stage is set.
Yeah.
The earth's in place. Brahma's ready to make some beings.
Yeah.
How's that go?
So his first attempt, he makes these creatures.
Yeah.
But they're immobile and unintelligent. Plants and trees.
Oh, so like the plant kingdom.
And the text says this is because of tamoguna.
Which is?
The quality of darkness or ignorance.
Oh, so even Brahma had like writer's block.
You could say that.
We've all been there.
Yeah, that feeling of tamoguna.
Yeah.
Just
yeah,
those negative thought patterns.
So Brahma tries again.
He does.
What happens next?
This time he makes creatures.
Okay.
With tirtagati.
Tirtagati.
Yeah, it means oblique movement.
So basically,
animals,
they're mostly driven by tamoguna.
Right, so they don't have...
Not a lot of understanding.
So we got plants.
Uh-huh.
Then...
It's getting more complex.
What's next?
Then things get really interesting.
Okay.
We get the Urdhvasrotas beings.
Urdhvasrota.
The ones in the higher realm. The devas.
Gods.
Exactly.
Okay.
They love pleasure.
Okay.
They're very outward focused. And they're more knowledgeable.
Than the previous creations.
Yeah.
For sure.
Things are getting complex.
Yeah. Each creation builds on the last one.
Right.
It's like layers of awareness.
Layers of complexity.
And finally, Brahma makes the Arvasrota. Yeah. The humans. And this is where it gets really cool.
Yeah.
They can seek a higher purpose.
Oh, wow.
And achieve liberation.
So we're not just driven by instincts, like animals or even the gods.
Right.
We have potential for something more. Like sometimes I feel this pull towards something bigger than myself.
Exactly.
Like that potential.
That's what sets humans apart.
Wow.
It's what makes us special in Brahma's creation.
That's incredible.
And we're going to explore that
more
even further as we go.
Okay, cool.
It's a fascinating story.
Yeah, I can't wait. We were just talking about Urdhvasrotas and Arvasrotas, these upward and downward flows of being.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a really striking image.
Yeah. It is. It's a really powerful way to visualize these ideas.
So Urdhvasrotas.
Which literally means upward flowing.
Okay.
Represents beings who are mostly focused outward.
Outward, okay.
Toward the material world. And pleasure.
Like the devas.
Exactly.
Up in the higher realms.
Yeah, they're good examples.
Humans.
The downward flowing ones. We're unique. We can turn inward.
That's the key.
To look for something beyond the immediate world.
Yeah. Beyond just the senses.
Exactly.
And that ability to look inward to search for a higher purpose.
That's what sets us apart.
It does.
That's the difference.
It gives us the potential to break free from this cycle of birth and death.
Oh, wow.
To achieve liberation.
Moksha. It's almost like Brahma gave us free will.
You could say that.
By creating humans.
Interesting thought.
Like we can choose a different path.
That's insightful. Than the plants and animals.
The text doesn't explicitly use the words free will.
Right.
But the concept is definitely there.
It's implied.
Yeah, humans aren't just driven by their nature.
We can transcend.
We can rise above.
But then why is there so much suffering?
That's a good question.
If we have this potential,
right?
Why are we so attached
to
the material world?
To all this stuff.
It doesn't make sense.
Well, the Vishnu Purana suggests that along with that higher awareness, Brahma also gave us a lower nature.
Ooh, a lower nature.
Influenced by
Raho
Guna and Tamo Guna.
Which are?
Passion and ignorance.
So it's like we're in this battle.
It's a tug of war.
Between liberation and our instincts.
Our primal urges.
It's like I've got an angel on one shoulder and a piece of cake on the other.
That's a great analogy.
It's tempting.
It really captures that struggle.
Yeah.
It's the gunas.
Right.
It's what makes life. Yeah, the drama of life.
So Brahma's created all these beings, humans and everyone. But this is still just one day. One cosmic day. In Brahma's life.
Right.
What happens at the end of this day?
Remember we talked about the Namitika Pralaya?
Yeah.
That partial dissolution?
It sounds pretty intense.
Oh, it gets even crazier.
Okay.
So the Vishnu Purana says at the end of Brahma's day, the 7 great sages,
the Saptarishis,
they perish along with the gods.
The gods die.
Even Indra.
Wow.
And Manu.
Who's Manu?
He's like the ancestor of all humans.
So everyone dies.
It's a cycle.
Even the gods?
It's not the end.
Okay,
it's a transition.
Okay, so what about Brahma?
Brahma's not immune to time either.
So he dies too?
Not exactly.
Okay.
The text says that he withdraws.
Into himself,
yeah.
Okay.
Merges with the element.
As the world dissolves.
Everything goes back to the source.
To that primordial unity.
Yeah, like before creation.
And then?
After a night, as long as his day.
Yeah.
Brahma wakes up again.
Okay.
Rested and ready for a new cycle.
It's an incredible dance.
It is.
Of creation and destruction.
All happening on this massive scale.
It makes our problem seem so small.
It really puts things into perspective.
Yeah, for sure.
The Vishnu Purana wants us to think beyond.
Beyond our limited idea of time.
Right.
To see this cyclical nature.
Everything's changing.
Always in flux.
But how do we connect these ideas to our lives?
How do we make it relevant?
What does it mean for us right now?
That's the question.
Yeah.
The Vishnu Purana doesn't tell us exactly. It makes us think.
Okay.
If even Brahma,
the creator mapped the material world.
What does it say about our attachments?
Our desires.
Nutrition and destruction.
What does that say about the material world?
What does it say about our attachments?
Our desires.
Our hopes and dreams.
That's a lot to think about.
It is.
Maybe we need a minute.
Yeah, let's take a moment.
To let it all sink in.
Okay, so we've been going deep on Brahma's lifespan, these crazy cycles of creation and destruction and where we fit in as humans.
It's easy to get lost in the scale of it all.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Like billions of years.
Worlds being destroyed.
Consumed by fire.
It's wild.
Like something out of science fiction.
It really is.
But what I love about the Vishnu Purana is it's more than just a cool story.
It's got depth.
Yeah, it's a philosophical look at reality.
Okay, so how do we apply this stuff?
Yeah, that's the question.
How do we connect these massive cosmic principles to our everyday lives?
Like, how does it relate to what I'm having for dinner?
Exactly.
It's hard to see the connection.
Well, one way is to look at the symbolism in the creation story.
Like what?
So Brahma's first attempt at creation, he made plants, right?
Yeah. Immobile and unintelligent beings.
And that could represent the limitations.
Oh, okay.
Of just focusing on the material world.
Like when we feel stuck.
Yeah.
Rooted in our habits.
Yeah, just going through the motions.
We've all had those moments.
Really.
And then you've got the animals.
Right.
Driven by instinct and pleasure.
Yeah, it's like the desires and cravings.
The primal urges.
We all have them.
We do.
It's not that they're bad.
Right.
It's just about understanding them.
Recognizing their place.
Yeah, in the bigger picture.
We can be more than that.
Right.
And that's where the Urdhva come in.
The divas.
The gods.
They're like the overachievers.
Yeah, but even
they're still attached.
Yeah, they haven't reached their full potential.
They're looking at the wrong view.
That's a good way to put it.
And then there's us.
Humans.
The Arvasrotas.
The ones who can turn inward.
And that capacity to self-reflect.
Yeah, to ask the big questions.
That's what sets us apart.
It is.
That's the key to breaking free.
From the cycle of suffering.
Exactly.
That's why the Vishnupurana is so big on spiritual practice.
On cultivating goodness and wisdom.
Sattva guna.
It's not about rejecting the world.
No, it's about understanding it.
Understanding its impermanence.
Yeah, and finding something more lasting.
Something more fulfilling.
Like maybe our true nature is more like Brahma's day.
Than our little human lives.
It's a beautiful way to think about it.
It's not just about the universe's origin story.
No, it's a guide for our own spiritual journey.
We're all part of this huge cosmic dance.
But we can choose our steps.
We have the power to shape our destiny.
And the coolest thing is,
what?
The Vishnupurana doesn't give us all the answers.
It leaves us wanting more.
Yeah, with questions and mysteries.
It's an invitation to keep exploring. That's what I love about it.
If you're curious about any of this,
yeah,
I encourage you to dive deeper into the Vishnupurana.
Yeah, and other Hindu scriptures.
It's a fascinating world.
So until next time,
yeah,
keep seeking and questioning and diving deep
into the mysteries.
Thanks for joining us on the deep dive.